Hello, my name is Vianna and welcome to my channel. It makes me really happy that you are here and can take value from this video. In today's episode, I'm going to be talking a little bit about a bullet journal and how a bullet journal has helped me to accomplish all those goals and all those things I had in my bucket list and be even more productive. Before, I want to give you a little context. So if we go online and we Google what is a bullet journal, we can see here that Google tells us that a bullet journal, sometimes known as Bujo for short, is a method of personal organization. So think of an agenda, something that you buy at a store, at a bookstore that has all the months and everything divided with spaces for you to write down what are you going to do tomorrow or next week and things like that. A bullet journal, I would say, and in my experience and personal opinion, it's a mix of an agenda, a to-do list, a goal setting, a space for you to achieve anything that you desire, and it's a combination of different notebooks all in one. So let me give you a little context about how I started using a bullet journal. I think it was back in 2017 when a great friend told me about Bujo. And Bujo this, that, and Bujo here and there. And she gave me an explanation about how I could be using that on my behalf and be more productive. Something I really like about having a bullet journal is that it is something customizable, which means that instead of you having to adapt your day, the way you write, and everything you do to a specific agenda that you purchase at a bookstore or someone gives you, you have the opportunity to customize your bullet journal. So for example, I've been able to create spreadsheets adapted to myself, my goals, and the things I want to accomplish. Maybe keep track of things that are important to me. I have a few notebooks here. Let me show you a bullet journal that I use for 2020. So I really liked this one because it's big and there are different sizes. So for example, you can have a bullet journal that is this size, or you can have a bigger one like this that I had, that in my case, in this year, 2020, it worked perfectly fine because I had enough space to write everything I wanted to write down. Sadly, last year, which was 2021, I wasn't able to find a bullet journal this size, so I had to purchase a bullet journal that it was this one, which I thought it was going to be enough, but it wasn't because it was too thin. So in the middle, or maybe after the first quarter of 2021 ended, I was done with this first bullet journal, and then I had to use this second part of the bullet journal, which is perfectly fine. Later, if you have questions about bullet journal, please feel free to write me on my Instagram. I will be more than happy to guide you through that in terms of what type of books to buy, or if you need to draw good, or how to be more creative, or if you have any questions, I'll be more than happy to, reply back to you on the comments here on YouTube, or you can go to my Instagram and just hit me a DM there. And to finish 2021, I had to purchase a small notebook to finish my bullet journal. In my case, I didn't like it because I had to use 3 notebooks, and I didn't like to have to split my year into 3 things. Because for example, when I started this bullet journal, I had here like a vision board and other goals that I wanted to keep track on, and it was just a little bit more complicated when I had 3 bullet journals, right? But that's something that we can be definitely talking in another video. Today I am going to share with you how or what a bullet journal is and how to use it so you can log everything you do. Here are a few things I want to mention before I jump into the meat of this video. The first thing is that maybe a bullet journal is not your ideal method to plan things, okay? And if it doesn't work, that's perfectly fine. I have a friend who would love to start a bullet journal, but she tells me, Bianca, I don't like to write on paper. I'd rather to have a digital calendar, a digital agenda, a digital everything, and that works for her, and that is perfectly fine. I have other friends who have told me like they have started, but maybe they got caught up in life, in different activities, and they were not able to continue using their bullet journal, and that is also perfectly fine. This is just a method that I'm sharing with you. Take value from whatever it works for you. I want to share with you this bullet journal because even though I've used it since 2017, it wasn't until 2019 when I actually used the bullet journal for an entire year. And 2020 was like the prettiest and the perfect notebook. So I want to share a little bit about this with you. So as we read online, a bullet journal is a method of personal organization. It's called bullet because you have bullet points here that you are going to be doing and completing. So let me show you these bullets, or the bullets that I use this 2021. So the first thing is that you will have a key lock. A key lock, as you can see here, means a code, some codes that you will be having when it comes to organizing your day or your week. So for example, you can use circles. In this case, I use squares, and that means that there is a task that I have to do. Then when you paint it or you put a line in between, that means you started that task. Then if you complete it halfway there, it means that you are halfway on your task. And if you complete and fill the entire square, that means that you completed your task. You want to do so many things in one day, and sometimes there is not just enough time to do so. So you can move that task that you said that you were going to accomplish. Things maybe got canceled, so you just put a cross on the square, and also you have other 3 symbols. So I just put like this asterisk here, and that means that task, it's important. A dot, which means there is a note, and then a triangle, which means there is an event that I have to go, or something that I have to do, which is an event. This is the bullet journal that I bought for this year. I have to be honest, well, I wasn't able to find a bullet journal the size I wanted it with the dotted pages. However, I said, well, I'm going to adapt, and that's what I did. So I purchased this notebook here. It has it's really nice. It has a hard cover, and it's pretty, and it doesn't have any dotted pages, just white pages, which is still fine for me. However, I am planning to take the most out of it and adapt, because sometimes we just make a tons of excuses, like I don't have the right notebook, I don't have the right pens or the right colors or the right markers, and we just think about your life. How many times have you wanted to do something, but you kept telling to yourself, I don't have this, I don't have that? Well, we have to get out of that spiral of thoughts and do what we want with what we have, while we move forward and get better. So this year I'm going to start using this bullet journal. It's smaller than the one that I used last year, but that's fine. And remember to take value from this video and use whatever works just for you. In here you can see me drawing the first month of 2022, and it's something that I completely enjoy doing. I'm going to be sharing more about the spreads and how to use a bullet journal. I hope you like it, and please remember to share with those who can also take value from these. Bye, and see you next time.